What's up, guys? I just had some thoughts and I wanted to share them with you today. So yesterday was Shane and I's anniversary, and we've been together for 14 years now, and I think that's kind of special because I feel like, it's not super easy to stay in a relationship for 14 days sometimes, let alone 14 years. And I'm just saying that because I know any of you that are in a relationship understand probably. Sometimes you're around your partner a lot or not enough. You can get aggravated at each other. It can be really hard to make time for intimacy. And the day before our anniversary, I specifically made an effort to try to do this thing that we call Midday Cafe, which is where we make a point to set aside time and have fun together, in the bedroom, or, if we're out on a trail, But I just wasn't sure how to close the gap, as we like to call it. But I realized when I focus on it and I actually look for opportunities to close the gap, and I'm brave, because I know sometimes our partners might have, maybe they're stressed and maybe they have an aura of stress and it's not always approachable. But the wonderful thing about the Midday Cafe and closing the gap is that when you do that, when you do close the gap and when you do make time for Midday Cafe, that is exactly what will melt away that stress bubble from your partner. So you can't let the stress bubble stop you, because we're all going to be stressed out at times. We're going to have different things on our mind and all that. So I took it upon myself to just try to look for opportunities during the day. You guys, we ended up having 4 midday cafes. Not just when you wake up in the morning and you do it, or when you go to bed and do it. We had 4 in the middle of the day. In fact, yesterday Shane's like, I think I'm getting a little sore. It's kind of funny. But what I realized through this was I honestly just took time to sit there and look at Shane and be thankful for him. In one of the instances, he had his shirt off and he was standing in front of the sink. And I was like, well, dang, it's looking pretty good over there. I kind of want to go up behind him and touch him. And so I did. I went up behind him and I was kissing his back and just touching his chest and his arms and, letting my hands wander a little bit. And I think he really liked that, because when I went to take a step back, his hands reached around and grabbed me and pulled me closer again. And next thing you knew, should have had a camera handy because it would have made a great video. But some of the best ones we don't get on video, obviously, because we're not thinking about filming. So, but I just want to let you guys know, if you're feeling frustrated with your partner, say, I feel like there's a wall. I just don't feel like I can, approach them for intimacy. Create that. Go out of your way to create that. It's totally worth it, because you would think that Shane and I have a lot of time to hook up together, and we do, but we don't always make the time for it. But I'm realizing when I go out of my way to make time for it, it doesn't take long for it to happen. All I needed to do was literally go up and approach him and make an effort to close the gap between us and to make physical contact. And next thing you knew, we're half naked, getting it on. And I was like, wow, I didn't realize, just by initiating being close together, it would lead to that so certainly. But for this instance, it did, we have a pretty good relationship anyways, but I realized when I took matters into my own hands and was just hey, our anniversary's coming up, I really want to, have some fun, I should close the gap more. So, if you're feeling discouraged with your partner, I just want to encourage you, close the gap between you guys. If you feel like they don't come onto you enough, or maybe you're not sure how to come onto them, just come onto them with some love, and it will just flow from there. It's just, closing the gap is so important, you guys. I really want to encourage that. If you have someone special in your life and you can close that gap between you and make them feel some love from you, make them feel some affection from you, maybe rub their shoulders, give them a little pleasure in there, maybe rub something else. But I want to encourage you guys, close that gap between you and your loved one today, because it's totally worth it. It facilitates intimacy between you guys, and that's exactly what you want. You want a strong relationship? gotta make time to close the gap, make time for that midday cafe. So this is just a little reminder that was on my mind after 14 wonderful years with Shane. So I hope you consider this, and I hope you'll make time to close the gap with your partner. Maybe I should make another video on like more examples on how to close the gap, but I just wanted to talk about this for now. So hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you appreciated this, and go close the gap today. Mwah.